whatever that may be. They don't say in Saudi Arabia. So that's 30,000 people. So, that's showing Iran that we mean business, quote unquote. So how does Iran react? This is from the Jerusalem Post. Iran said on Tuesday that it's ready to send its uranium abroad for further enrichment as requested by the UN. Ahmadinejad said that Iran will have quote-unquote no problem giving it the West is low enriched uranium and taking it back several months later when it's enriched by 20%. So this is exactly what the US and UN has wanted. They don't want Iran to enrich uranium, although they're perfectly allowed by international law to have nuclear energy. And I don't know about enriching uranium, but I would imagine that too, since it seems to be a key part of nuclear energy. The U.S. produces a huge amount of its energy through nuclear power. I forget how much, but France, they have 80% of their energy, I believe, from nuclear power. So it's not an unprecedented thing, but these guys, they can't have it. So they're giving us and the UN, insofar as the UN is independent of us, exactly what we've wanted. So how does the international community react to this? This is from antiwar.com. French Foreign Minister said that Iran's acceptance of the deal, something France has repeatedly demanded, amounted to quote-unquote buying time, and said he was perplexed and even a bit pessimistic. His German counterpart, Guido Westerwelle, which is an odd name to have for a German person, I think, but he said that the acceptance he said that the acceptance was meaningless and called for UN sanctions against Iran for its refusal to negotiate. So they've given the international community whatever they want, and still they're quote unquote refusing to negotiate. So you can't win. And just a little side note about when Obama has known about this nuclear facility. He's known for a really long time. In May of 2008, when he was running for president, he said that Iran had a quote-unquote illicit nuclear program. So he might have been either psychic or already had his mind made up. Because in November, when he was sworn into office, this 2008, he was informed about, and I don't even know that it had to do with him being president or just being a senator on some panel or whatever. But anyways, according to the New York Times, he was informed of this facility in Guam being built, and then 6 months later, roughly, so about in March or so, he was also informed that there were nuclear materials being brought in. And I guess this is from spy satellites or something like that, that U.S. intelligence brought him. So we have knowledge of it being. First, we have a denunciation of it in May, right, saying it's illicit. Then we have him. Then we have the actual facility being built, or the U.S. intelligence knowing about it in November. Then we have him knowing about nuclear materials going in there in March. Then only in November of 2009 does he start bringing up that Iran is a terror monger and that they're going to blow up everyone. And this is right around when he's getting his Nobel Peace Prize. And part of the reason for that, at least I believe, I mean I can't see another explanation for it, is that countries that are creating these like nuclear facilities, not nuclear weapons facilities, but just nuclear facilities, are required to tell the IAEA, which is the UN's nuclear or atomic watchdog, that they're going to be going live 6 months before they actually do. So right around November is right around when Iran was supposed to do that, according to reports that I've read. So that was about the last time that Obama could present this material, which he had known since at least March of 2009 that there were nuclear materials going in there. It was the last time that he could present that material and still make it look like Iran was breaking the rules, like they were doing things under the covers, when in reality they were just going by international regulations that everyone has to go by. So I think it's really unfair to Iran from what I've seen. Not to give them a complete pass or anything. Um, I don't like theocracy, just like most people in America don't like it. But it seems like we're banging the drum for war for these people when they don't really deserve it. Of course, it just will wind up hurting the Iranian people more than it winds up hurting anyone else. So good luck to everyone in Iran, and good luck to everyone in the United States. Uh, May you deal with corporate propaganda well, and check out places like this to get news from, get news that maybe you won't hear in the corporate media. Of course, it does come from the corporate media, like New York Times or whatever, but they don't emphasize it. So, hope everything goes well, and thank you for listening. Bye.